Hello learners, welcome to Odisha State Open University. I am Dr. Simarani Meher, Faculty of Economics. Today we are going to discuss one of the most fundamental concepts in microeconomics, demand and supply analysis. This topic helps us to understand how markets work, how prices are determined, and how consumers and producers interact with each other. Introduction to market. Let us begin with the concept of a market. In economics, market refers to any system where buyers and sellers interact with each other to exchange goods and services for money. The main function of a market is to determine two things, price and quantity. So, whenever buyers and sellers interact, the market mechanism automatically decides what price will prevail and how much of a good will be traded. Then comes to the participants in the market. There are two main participants, consumers and producers. So in consumers, they are the buyers of goods and services and their main objective is to maximize satisfaction, which we call utility. Then comes to the producer, they are the sellers. Their objective is to maximize profit. So we can say consumers demand goods, producers supply goods. Any and their interaction forms the market outcome. For example, when you purchase vegetables, you act as a consumer and the shopkeeper act as a seller. Their interaction determines the price and quantity of goods exchanged. Then comes to the meaning of demand. Demand is defined as the quantity of a product that consumers are willing and able to purchase at a given price over a period of time. There are two important components here, willingness to buy and ability to pay. It is important to note that demand is not just desire, it must be backed by the ability to pay. If a person wants a car but cannot afford it, it is not demand in economics. Also, demand is a flow variable, that means it is measured over a period of time. Then comes to the demand functions and determinants. So demand is a function of price of goods X, price of related goods, income, taste and preferences, and other factors. First, the price of the goods X. Here, generally as price increases, demand decreases. Then the price of related goods. This includes substitute and complement goods. For example, tea and coffee are the substitute goods and car and petrol are the complementary goods. And third is the income of the consumers. Higher income usually increases demand for normal goods, then taste and preferences, which can change due to trends, advertisements, and lifestyle changes. Lastly, other factors such as weather, expectations, and population also affect demand. So, demand is not only about price, it is influenced by multiple economic and social factors. Then comes to the market demand curve. So, demand curve shows the relationship between price and quantity demanded and it is downward sloping. That means when price increases, quantity demand decreases and when price decreases, quantity demanded increases and this reflects the law of demand. Now let us move to supply. Supply refers to the quantity of a product that producers are willing and able to sell at a given price over a specific period of time. The main objective of firm is to maximize profit and supply decisions are based on this goal. Like demand, supply is also a flow variable as it is measured over a period of time. For example, a farmer deciding how much crop to sell in the market is making a supply decision. Then comes to the supply function and determinants. The supply function is the S is the function of price of goods X and F1 to Fm that is price of inputs and T refers to the level of technology. So the most important factor is the price of the product and the higher prices usually encourage producers to supply more. Next, the prices of inputs such as labor, raw materials and machinery. If input cost increases, supply may decrease. Another factor is technology. Better technology increases efficiency and production which leads to higher supply. And the government policies such as taxes and subsidies also play a role. Taxes reduce supply while subsidy increase it. So supply depends mainly on production conditions and cost. Then comes to the market supply curve. The supply curve shows the relationship between price and quantity supplied, and it is upward sloping. That means when price increases, quantity supplied also increases, and when price decreases, quantity supplied also decreases, and this reflects producers' profit motive. Then lastly comes to the conclusion. In conclusion, it concludes that demand and supply together determine market equilibrium. Demand reflects consumer behavior while supply reflects producer behavior, and the interaction determines price and quantity. Thus, demand and supply analysis helps us to understand price fluctuation in real market. Thank you, and I hope this session helped you understand the basics of demand and supply clearly. For more videos on microeconomics, stay tuned with this. Thank you.